When it comes to beef short ribs, it's got to be tender. And when I say tender, I mean fall off the bone tender. Now, I'm going to show you exactly how we make these extra tender beef short ribs. First, I went on ahead and got my beef short ribs, and I'm going to go ahead and clean it off. Now, I'm not going to take too much of the fat off because the fat does add flavor to it. I do want to render off some of that fat, but I am going to just go ahead and take my hand and rub it up against the beef and see whatever falls off, any loose pieces. That's what I'm going to take off, and the rest I'm going to leave on. After I got my meat clean, I went on ahead and added just a little bit of olive oil on there, and that's going to help the seasoning stick to the beef ribs. Now, after we get that olive oil on there, we're going to go ahead and start seasoning. First thing I went on ahead was use some of that Sazón Badia complete seasoning, some of this right here. Now, if you don't add no complete on your food, your meal is not complete, so make sure you go ahead and add you some of that complete seasoning. I am going to use some of this Harlem garlic black pepper seasoning as well. I seen this when I was going shopping, and I was so excited to try it, so we're going to try it today on these ribs. In addition to that, we're going to use some of this Tony's seasoning. I don't know if it's just me, but when it comes to Tony's and Slap Your Mama, I'm always going to go with Tony's. I think Tony's is better than Slap Your Mama. Now go ahead and get you some of that smoked paprika. You want it for flavor and you want it for color. Go ahead and add you just a little bit, not too much. Sprinkle it just like that. After you get that smoked paprika on there, if you don't have fresh herbs, get you some Italian seasoning. That Italian seasoning is not only for pasta, it's going to have a mixture of herbs in there that we're going to need to add flavor to these ribs that we're going to cook right here. After I got that Italian seasoning in there, I did go ahead and use some of this Kinder steak seasoning because it's for beef and we're cooking beef, so it's going to do just about the same thing. Went on ahead and add a little bit of that in there. And if you haven't had Kinder seasoning, you are missing out. Don't walk but run. This is not sponsored. I buy it with my own money, but it's so good. Added a little bit of that soy sauce because I like it for flavor and I like it for color. And I'm going to go ahead and mix everything up together. Now, at this point is when you're going to evaluate your ribs after you get everything mixed up. Is it seasoned enough? We cannot taste it at this point. So you have to use your nose and you have to use your eyes. Does it look seasoned? Does it smell seasoned? If not, this is your opportunity to go ahead and add more seasoning. If it's seasoned to your liking and you think it's good and ready to go ahead, wrap it up. And we're going to let that marinate for at least 30 minutes. Now, when it comes to beef short ribs, this is something that you cannot do a quick and easy meal. You got to have time. You have to have all day, maybe sometimes 2 days if you want to season it the night before and then cook it the next day, which is what I always recommend. But it's not a quick and easy 30-minute meal. After I got it seasoned, I'm going to go ahead and use some of the fresh ingredients that I do have on hand, which is going to be some onion, red peppers. I'm going to use some garlic. I'm also going to go ahead and add in some fresh herbs, and for my fresh herbs it's going to be just some rosemary because that's just what I had on hand. After I got all of that in there, you're going to go ahead and start preheating your oven so you can bring it up to temperature. Once your oven is preheated, you're going to then add some water or you're going to add some stock. Now, I did go ahead and put a few pieces of butter right on top just to help add some moistness to that meat. Make sure I get it good and tender the way I want to, and I am using unsalted butter because our meat has enough seasoning on there where we don't need to add any more salt because you don't want it to be too salty. Add it in my rosemary. Now, if you have some thyme and any other fresh ingredients you want to add, go ahead and put that right up in there. And after about 4 hours, my meat was good and tender. I mean, if it don't come off the bone like this, if you can't swirl your fork like that, it's not tender and it needs to go back in the oven. But we're going to go ahead and whip up some mashed potatoes, a little bit of rainbow Swiss chard with garlic, some of those beef short ribs, some of that gravy from the beef short ribs, and we're going to go ahead and get us a little taste because dinner is served.